I've come to believe that we don't fear failure. We really don't. What we fear is the judgment of others should we not accomplish that outcome, to hit that outcome. We fear the not the failure, but the judgment of our peers, of our workmates, perhaps, or somebody in the same industry. And that really is what shuts us down. And I know for myself, I do lots of things where I don't hit the target, but at the end of the day, that's not what bothers me. What bothers me might be if somebody was to judge that. And well, at this point in my life, quite frankly, I don't care. But it took a while to get there, right? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I think human beings, we're relational beings, and we create part of our identity through views of others, whether we like it or not. And I think that there's tools that you can use to ensure that you're not using extrinsic measures as much of success, and using more internal measures. Are you making movements on the things that matter to you, right? But I would be doing this audience a disservice to say we're ever going to get to the point where we don't care at all. And I think it's really important, though, to think about how failure can become part of a powerful narrative. And what I've learned is you may not be able to control the outcome of a risk you take, but you can control the story you tell about that and what you learn. And so for me, I keep on hearing, and your show's doing this. In my research, I heard all of these younger women saying, we want to know more. We want to know the woman behind the bio. We want to know more than the shiny accolades and stories of triumph and, shiny pictures. We want to know the stories of defeat, of challenges, of failures overcome, of difficult trade-offs. And in some of my prior research reports, I told stories or interviewed women about difficult decisions they made around families, divorce, loss, cultural conflicts, bias and harassment, all of these things. And I think what you're doing is exactly that. Your podcast is giving people insight into the person behind the bio, really trying to strip back some of that. But I think vulnerability and failure and how you understand that and make that part of your narrative can actually be so compelling as long as you're learning and growing from it and sharing those insights with others. So I would focus less on I failed and what are people thinking of me, but I failed, what am I going to learn? How am I going to improve in the future? And how am I building my narrative to reflect this important step?